Hello, welcome to the video, and today we are going to do some Tears of the Kingdom facts and tips. So if you head over um, to the shrine, so if you come down here, so you only get, alright, good. Alright, so once you have the final bokoblin, so this works for bomb flowers as well as fire fruits, or really any elemental fruit. So you don't have to have it, so then you just have the bomb fruit or elemental fruit left. Then you go back to the nearest shrine or travel point. And then you will put on either the Bokoblin mask or the Majora's mask, which is right there. Run. So you just need either one of those two masks, and then two Zonai devices. You'll need a stake and a homing cart. As you can see, all that's left sitting where the house used to be is just that single bokoblin. I'll come down here. Once we land, we will take out our stake and homing cart. Put the stake to the ground. And then you put your homing cart upside down onto the stake. Not like that. This. Find us. We want him to come over. Not too close and not really like too far away. So like this should do. And then we'll activate it. just throw his bomb through fruits repeatedly at it. And as he picks them up, we'll just take it out of his hand. Just keep taking it out of his hand like this. Oh. If you just hit the if he doesn't manage to throw off a bomb flower, it won't affect anything. So you do not want to keep doing what I'm doing and taking a bomb flower out of his backpack, because that will lower his once his backpack is empty, he will start just throwing rocks at it. And when you're finished, you can just take the rest. What? And if you'll just start taking pebbles, and once you're finished, you can just kill them, turn it off, and leave. It's effective, but a little bit boring, but it does work. So. Next, now we have amiibos. So, when you are going to be using an amiibo, you want to make sure that you have amiibos enabled. So, and then we'll add a rune to your thing. So this little ring of light will show up. You'll take your amiibo, and you'll scan it. Then some random items usually will drop. In this case, meat and a Gerudo simulator, or not, whatever this Gerudo something. So that is what will come out of Riju from the new Tears of the Kingdom amiibos. So you also do get a fabric from it. So when you do get it, you go down to Tatooine Village to the dye shop. This is the fabric. So when you do get it, you would come down here to this guy. Rework that paraglider. Second. It'll be Sage of Light, the Sage of Lightning fabric. And then there is also a Sage of Wind, Sage of Water, and Sage of Fire fabric that you can get from Tulin, Unobo, and Sidon. I don't think it's anything coming out yet, but I think there is actually going to be a Minoru amiibo. So if we try to scan another one, find an open space, I guess. Let's go like here. Let's say we try to scan one again. This amiibo cannot be used today. So what you can do is close your game. Or actually, no, well, first you would want to save. Save. Then go to your home menu and close. And then you would go into your system settings. Go down to date and time. Current date and time. Make it go 4x1. For the date 4x1. You would open that up. And then once you open it, and then you will reopen your game. So you get right back to where you saved. And then you can do it again. And you can just repeat. Then you can get a bunch of weapons and such. Right, next. Alright, next we will talk about the Nintendo Switch app, Zelda Notes, and Zelda Notes. So if you have the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Tears of the Kingdom, then you can do this. If you open up your Nintendo Switch app, then you'll hit Zelda Notes, and then it'll ask you to select a title. We'll hit The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So let's go through. So first we'll look at Amiibo. So what this can do is every day that you... So I don't think if you just time skip, I don't think it really affects. It doesn't affect it though. But once you get 5 days of scanning the Amiibo. So as you scan Amiibo onto your Tears of the Kingdom Amiibo, or I think pretty much any Legend of Zelda Amiibo will work with. When you scan it, then it will then it'll be registered to your Amiibo app, and then you can, after 5 days of scanning it, on the 5th day, you can scan an extra time. So we'll talk about. So before you do this, you also want to make sure that when you go to options, and then you want to make sure that Silda Notes is enabled. Okay, let's go to the daily bonus. It's basically just a wheel lottery kind of thing, where you spin it, and then you can hit it when you want to stop. So I just spin it, I just spin it, and got a stamina recovery meal. So you go into your key item slot, daily bonus, and then you can activate the stamina recovery. And there is item sharing. And there's also auto build sharing. So the item sharing, you can share items with your friends, and then with auto build sharing, you can share auto builds with your friends. And also, if you go to like some sort of like social media, like the Tears of the Kingdom subreddit or the Tears of the Kingdom Reddit page, then you can find there'll be some posts um about some auto build QR codes. You do have to be so there's two that I know. There's some like they did put like some glitched ones. There's two I know for a fact. Or no, there's three I know for a fact that are. Well, the one you couldn't really do anything with. So. Oh, so basically, if you go to the Reddit of Tears of the Kingdom, then they have. Then there's you can they have there's some people that posted QR codes for auto builds. There's two that you can actually do some stuff with it, but there's three of them got nerfed, or not nerfed, just they got patched and they don't do anything. So the first one was a Ganondorf. I mean, there's two Ganondorfs, and then so all of the final bosses, I guess you could say, you used to just put into your world whenever you wanted. Now they patched that, I do believe. There's a few other things that you could do. But there's still like some stuff that like some like regular builds that you can use. So for what it, so next we can talk about like Gleok farming. So what I usually like to do, I usually it's not too hard. You just need some bows, and I probably won't fight a Gleok today because I don't really have any good bows at the moment. Because yesterday I did I tried to defeat one and I did, but I broke all my bows. So you want the lightning helm and the Zaint's helmet, and is probably the main ones that you want. Especially if you're doing a King layout, then you want to. So like if you go in for like one, then Zaint's helmet or the lightning helm. So you'd probably want if you're going against the fire one, the fire layout. The Flamebreaker stuff might actually armor might be able to help you. Actually, I'm not really sure. And then if you need like a Lionel bows, then what I recommend you do is go. So there's a few steps they can give you. So you would go here to like this shrine, and then you'd take the Zona machine, and then go up to this room here. So I'll actually show you. And then, so basically what you'll do is you will oh jeez. So if you are able to, which putting this one in the weird, one of the best spots. All right, let's try this again. This okay, that's a little better. So you come up here. You enter. I think it's this room. If you go into this room, go up. I think it was this set of stairs. Then you can pretty much do this as soon as you unlock your first Skyview tower. You might just need some Sanova food. So come up onto the throne. Then you go this way. You go to the statue. And back here is the Royal Guard's Claymore. This is a very interesting weapon. I might as well take. There's also a Royal Guard's bow they probably also want to take. You also want to take, and then there is with the Royal Guard's Claymore. So it holds, or so basically, if it's low on. So basically, as you can see, so this is a Royal Guard's Claymore fused with a Silver Lionel Saber Horn. And it's doing, 174 damage currently. So whenever a Royal Guard's Claymore is badly damaged, the attack doubles. Not further to the base weapon, but the total damage will double. Basically, what this means is that you will. Well, so basically, if you don't already have a Silver Lionel horn, you'll probably want to try and get one. Because the thing is, if you want to, you can just put whatever your strongest thing that you can attach to a weapon is. So, and you don't need to worry about it breaking, because when you're on Lionel, your weapons will not take durability damage. Alright, so after you get your Claymore and bow, you will come out what I believe is this door. I'm wrong. This door? Oh. There we go. Come through here. Come down to Zelda's room. Hero's bow. Right there. If you can grab it. Alright. Oh, then in here is another Spoiler Guards Claymore if you need it. And then what I recommend is probably going down. So if you don't already have, so you'd probably want to teleport. I think there's a light route over here I've not gotten. So probably if you don't have that either, you can go here, 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 or here. And then you can just go over to here, place a travel medallion down, and then jump in. And you also get the Majora's Mask, I think, when you complete it.